What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. There's a lot of rumors floating around Justin Fields right now just because the Bears have him on their team, but they also have the first pick in the draft, and it's looking more and more like they're going to take Caleb Williams, which more than likely means Justin Fields is going to be on his way out in a different uniform in 2024. And I'm excited about that if that does happen, because there's a couple teams that I think should definitely be in the mix for him, and there's rumors that they are in the mix for him. I want to talk about those teams and kind of talk about the fit and what I think for Fields, what this would mean. So in the comments, let me know which team you want to see Justin Fields play on in 2024. Is it the Bears or is it someone else? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But I would love to see Justin Fields on the Atlanta Falcons. Hometown kid, it just makes all the sense in the world. Now, you can legitimately look at the Atlanta Falcons roster and say this is like top to bottom, except quarterback, is very good. Like, they have a good amount of talent on that team, and you would be adding a quarterback to that could exploit defenses even more, I should say. And he's a playmaker. He's a better player than Desmond Ridder by a mile. Like, Desmond Ridder was trash last year. He might have had a couple good games, but outside of that, it was awful. So I think when you add Fields to that, you're going to get a better quarterback, which is going to lead to even better offensive play, and the team would be even better and be in better position. I think they could have a chance of being an elite team, because you're talking about overall, this is a team that would have Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, the 8th overall pick in the draft, 30+ million cap space, already have a pretty solid defense, and you're getting to possibly put Justin Fields in there, so you don't have to pay, $50 million to get Kirk Cousins, which I don't really like that idea for Atlanta. You have a low risk, high reward situation with Fields, to where you can put him in there. All right, does he have the juice? Does he have what people are saying he has? Like, is the potential? Is it legit? Is he going to be good? And you don't have to give up much for it. I would think maybe a 3rd round pick, honestly, just because it's a wild card to a degree, right? But that team would be really, they would be the division favorite. Let's put it that way. I was going to say stacked, but stacked means that nobody could beat them. So I think that they would be a very good team with Justin Fields, and Atlanta should absolutely be trying to get him, because he matches your timeline too. He's young. It's not like you're bringing in this quarterback that's 35, 36 years old, while Bijan's 24 and Drake London's 24 and Kyle Pitts is young, and your defensive young guy, like your defensive star players are pretty young. It doesn't make sense. Getting Fields makes a lot of sense just because of the timeline. He fits with everybody else, and naturally you've seen, at least in Chicago, he's a leader. He is a leader out there. Players gravitate towards him. Fans somewhat gravitate towards him. It's kind of, I would say, 60-40 in Chicago. 60 love him, 40 don't. But I think if you're Atlanta, you absolutely should take this chance. It's a 3rd round pick, and you might get a franchise quarterback. And I think also for Fields in Atlanta, a change of scenery might just be what he needs, right? Because let's call it like it is. The offensive coordinator for Chicago the last couple of years, no matter who it was not good. So he wasn't in a great situation to succeed. Atlanta's a little bit different in terms of that. They're, kind of Raheem Morris, new head coach. They got a little bit of a different energy kind of going there. And I feel like they would be a perfect landing spot for him if the Bears were to give him up and take Caleb Williams 1st overall. That's one team. There's one other team that I think could be in the mix, and that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's been rumors of that, but there's also been rumors that they want to run in Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph together. I don't understand that. If you're not sure if Kenny Pickett's the guy, he's probably not the guy. It's kind of like what Chicago's enduring. Are you sure Justin Fields is your guy? He might not be if you're not all that confident in him. But he showed a lot more flashes, in my opinion, than Kenny Pickett ever did. I thought Kenny Pickett was going to have a really good year last year. I was definitely wrong. But yeah, I think the Steelers are another one to look out for. And I think the reason I would be excited for it if he was to go there is this would be the best situation that he could, organizationally end up in. Mike Tomlin as a head coach, the dude just wins games, and he's a leader as much as one as you possibly can be, and that's something Fields could probably really work with. They have offensive talent there like George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, even like a guy in the 5th round like Calvin Austin from a couple years ago. He's got speed, could be fun. Najee Harris. The RB2, Jesus, Jalen Warren. You got him there, and Freiermuth, and you got there's some good things going there. The O-line is getting revamped. The defense is usually pretty good. Pittsburgh could be a good spot too. I just want to kind of point that out, and I would be happy if he was a Pittsburgh Steeler. I think he'd be a good fit there too. I just think Atlanta is more perfect than Pittsburgh for him, just because timeline-wise he matches up with everybody. They have some cap space. They have a high pick in the draft. You can really add to this team, and Atlanta can make themselves a legit playoff contender overnight almost. So that's something that we need to be on the lookout for. I would love Justin Fields there. That's my hope that happens, because Atlanta hasn't had a good quarterback since Matt Ryan, right? I mean, Matt Ryan on the end of his career wasn't very good, but overall, it's been a few years for Atlanta to have that kind of quarterback play, but they haven't had somebody this electric since Michael Vick. So that would be pretty dope to see if he can kind of bring back some showtimeness to the Atlanta Falcons. As you can tell, I'm really hoping this happens. But like I said earlier, my question to you guys is, what team do you want Justin Fields to be on in 2024? And also, what team do you think he's going to be on? You may want him to be a Bear, but he may end up on the Falcons. You may want him to be on the Falcons. He may end up staying a Bear. Whatever it is, I think something is definitely going to happen. I personally think it's like a 95% chance he gets traded. I can't imagine taking Caleb Williams and then keeping Justin Fields on the team. That would be just detrimental to both players, honestly. So definitely think he's going to be in a different uniform this year. I was kind of on board that the Bears should ride with him, but I get the idea. Caleb Williams is Caleb Williams. It makes sense. But I think Fields in Atlanta. Give me that, and I'm going to be, that'd be awesome. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. Thanks for watching. I'm done. I can't wait to see what happens with Justin Fields. It's gonna be entertaining at the very least. So I'm done. Peace.